Today, I bring you a spicy meatball of a video. So, I've been a Pokemon fan since forever. You could even say I'm a bit of a Pokemon master. I mean, I've been there since people were trying to shut it down because people thought Pokemon was the devil's work. And I was even there when people thought Lavender Town Syndrome was an actual thing. Oh, and remember that random game Peter made? Yeah, I was there for that too. But even if you don't know all the weird things I do, it's fine. All you need to know is that Pokemon exists and it's been around for a long time. And for today's video, we're focusing on the cards. Me personally, even though I wasn't big on the cards, it was like a currency to people back then, dude. If you had a binder filled with them, you were a god among children. I'm sure even if you haven't heard of Pokemon, you must have at least seen a Pokemon card before. Now, a few months ago, I got into a new obsession, tarot cards. And I already know some of you guys are rolling your eyes at me, but it's fun. If you don't know what they are, some would say it's basically fortune cookies, but 78 of them. And you just pick them at random and make insane life decisions. But me personally, I feel like it's more like an ink blot test. You look at it and you kind of analyze what you see and why it would relate to you. It's all self-reflection, to me at least. So, I bought a few decks, started some readings for myself, and I was having the time of my life. I mean, it really did take me back to those good old days when I would hold on to a Pokemon card real tight and just really appreciate all the cute artwork. And then one night, I'm just laying in bed and I wake up and realize Pokemon, tarot, combination. And listen, it made zero sense in the moment, but I was determined to make it make sense. So my idea, I wanted to use Pokemon cards like they were tarot. I wanted to see if it was possible to do a reading with them. I was thinking, if I just use my big brain, I can make some sense out of this, right? So yeah, I ran into a few problems. I didn't even have Pokemon cards to begin with. So I went to some stores and ended up finding some interesting looking bootlegs. They had the most decrepit looking Pokemon on their cards. They were really using this opportunity to show off their creative skills at my expense. So I had to bring out my best art and craft skills. I printed out some official cards and taped them all together. Regardless, there was another issue at hand and far more important. How was I going to read Pokemon cards like they were tarot? So after racking my brain, I realized every Pokemon has a type. So I did figure out some easy ones, like maybe fire could be passion, and grass is patience and growth, and water is emotion, etc. etc. Regardless, my main thing here is going to be observing the silly little pictures. At the end of the day, this is not meant to be serious. I'm just trying to find meaning in something that has no meaning. Now for today's special guest, drumroll please. My brother. This guy does not believe in tarot, so it's going to be pretty interesting trying to convince him that any of this makes sense. So my objective here was to make him feel like there was some sense into what I was doing, and to see if I can actually pull off a reading using these Pokemon cards. Without further ado, let's start. So what's up? How are you feeling?
Pretty lethargic. Trying to get myself to wake up with a bunch of coffee, but it's not working.
Embarrassing, couldn't be me. Okay, it is me. I lied. Is there anything you secretly hope the cards would say?
Money.
Okay. Or is there something you don't want to hear?
No. I mean, I heard it all, man.
What if it's like, you're pregnant?
Heard it all.
You've heard that too?
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of concerned. Like maybe you have too much sodium in your system and then you're pregnant.
I don't think the pregnancy test is a salt test.
Okay. Anyway, so what's your first question?
My first question is, money? Question mark.
Oh God.
You don't need these many cards for a tarot deck.
That's true. But I was like, what if
you had 3 umptillion cards
Yeah.
to mess around with?
Let's flip them over. Okay, we got a Lapras. Looking good. Oh. Yeah, so we got Gardenia. It's giving good signs. And we got Slurper. Okay, to me, Lapras. When you think of Lapras, what do you think?
For Latios.
I think of the classic games, Pokemon Red, where you carried over to one land to the other. I think you're in place A right now, and you need to be in place B. But it's almost like you gotta bridge that gap. Why am I kind of cooking? Why is it actually kind of making sense?
I do not. All you're saying is to not be broke, get rich.
Hear me out with Gardenia. She's like watering her flowers. She has a lot of things going on here. So it's kind of telling me like, bro, you need to be a bit patient. You need to start putting the seeds in to make the money happen. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
And the slow puff, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. No, wait, I can cook. Dude, look at the card. This guy is fiending. He's looking at clouds and he's hungry. So it's almost like you need to have a hunger for what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Am I cooking?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what do you think about predictions so far?
Nothing has been predicted.
Yeah, I think I'm cooking. Anyway, this was insightful to me. Now let's try love life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ooh, we got a Flareon. So we got a rock, Lunatone. We got Gay Pride AG Slash.
What do the cards mean? What does it mean? Do I swing different ways?
I mean, Gay Pride AG Slash is right there. So I'm not saying anything. The cards are spoken. The options are limited. There are options on the other side.
Pick another lane.
Yeah. Okay, Flareon, it's kind of known for its shitty moveset. I think it's trying to tell you to work on your wrist. It's like, dude, you need to have some passion, some wrist, some como estas, Espanol, How are you, mamacita?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work.
Well, what's your wrist looking like so far?
It's just, there's only so much you can fluff yourself up with Riz, before you're like, oh, do I care about this person?
Damn.
This is why I play a lot of games, because it's time well spent for me.
See, I'm the opposite. I have too much time, so I'm like, let's just waste on everyone. With what you said in mind, there's 2 bucks. So it's kind of like, maybe you do have a lot of people who are interested in you.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of just there on your own. When you think of a moon rock, you're just alone in space.
Yeah.
Also, isn't it weird? Like, there's like a moon here and then there's a moon here.
What the hell's going on?
That's kind of random. So yeah, it's almost like, I think you got a lot of admirers, but you're kind of just on your own. Like, you want your own time, which is exactly why it's bugs.
You're telling me the people around me are bugging me.
See, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. So let's do one more reading.
Okay, what comes after career, love?
I hate that. Oh, that's a nice one. What's stopping my soulmate from finding me? Are they lost, lazy, distracted by a snack?
Anyway, let me shuffle the deck here. Are they distracted by a snack? Where is your soulmate? Oh. Okay, the starters. Oh!
Oopa.
This is the wrong timing. Like, this could have shown up a while back. I still think it's a good sign, but it could have came for the last one. Like, sure, When we got Klefki. So you know what I'm thinking when we see this? The classic. I think it's saying, hey, you're an all-rounder person. You got what it takes. You got the whole skill set, bro. Whatever you need, passion, emotion, patience.
That is passion. That is emotion.
It's showing the money, but the way you're talking, I don't think you got the money. But in the context of where your soulmate is, what do you think?
The fuck if I know, man. Like, it's disjointed arms sitting in a room full of gold.
And then we got Klefki, who is a key. I think you need to listen to what I'm going to say.
All right.
It's saying, once you find abundance within yourself, the key of happiness. You got everything. I think the soulmate, she needs the key, bro. She needs a clef key. You already have it inside you. You just need to believe.
What key, man? I got a room key, got a house key, and I got a car key.
Bro, maybe you are the key.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm thinking once you sleep late at night, you're gonna wake up and be like, oh, dude, she was right. But I know maybe it's not gonna make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let's do a few cards for the audience now.
Yeah, absolutely.
But pick which card you want. Pick a card. The choice is yours, and it's gonna tell your future. Oh, Zatu, the one that reads the future. Oh, we got Zygarde. I mean, we got Dewott. When I think of Zatu, I think, he's kind of thinking about the future. Maybe you're overthinking. What do you think?
Zatu, I think, is a strong creature that observes not just its environment, but what's ahead.
You're doing a better job than I am. That's kind of embarrassing for me.
Can I say I cook too?
Okay, what do you think about Zygarde?
Zygarde is a union of millions. The amalgamation of many.
Oh. Well, I think it's almost saying like, hey, you got a lot of loved ones, so I would say cherish those people around you, bro. And like Dewott.
Yeah, I don't know shit about this book. I don't know. Maybe just look less like a fucking animal.
Hey, and it's a secondary.
There's more to come. You are simply halfway through the path along your life. There are many steps left to take. Take them one at a time, because one day you'll reach the end. Look back and you'll be like, God damn.
I think that's a beautiful end to the video. All right, we're ending the video. Bye.